and welcome to the Green Chair Chats. It is me, your homosexual Courtney Revolution. This is the pop culture kiki that you have been missing, especially because my microphone was off. If you can hear me right now in this moment, please feel free to put some green hearts or some crystal balls in the chat because we have a lot that we're going to get into today. Now, listen, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West is dating someone new, and I know you have some opinions on that. Kevin Federline, I know your wig is a tapping because Nicki Minaj done snatched it off. And Zayn Malik, why did you get all the directioners and myself all riled up on social media because you decided you wanted to sing us one more time and show us how fast the night changes? Yeah, we're going to get into all of that today. Y'all, can you tell it was a wild morning? It's a wild morning when you see I literally have a beetle around my neck. Like, come on. Okay, y'all, I see you, Katie. Hello. Green hearts. Gabby Davis, what you telling us, girl? I have work today, so I'll be an after sipper. Y'all have fun with the show. Gabby, listen, the fact that you even showed up just to let us know you're not going to be here is one of the many reasons why I love you, is because you always are going to tell it like it is, girl. That's why we stand Gabby Davis. Shout out to her. Y'all, how are y'all doing today? I hope today is not like a wacky and wild Wednesday for you like mine is. But even if it is, just like one of my favorite shows, Degrassi, whatever it takes, I know that I and you can make it through, period. Katie is saying Alice is 11 months today. Happy birthday, Alice! So, not weird, but it's so interesting how I can like think back into my memory of like sitting in the same spot or like within my apartment and finding out that you were having a child. So shout out to you, Katie Gomez. If you're new here, we've been here for a long time, so feel free to get comfortable, interact with the others in the chat, because we're going to get into some things today. But before we get into those things, I like to start every stream, every Green Chair Chat off with a little bit of positivity, because the show can and may get a little bit messy. But before we get into the mess, girl, it's time to bless. And this certainly ain't church, girl. So we're going to start off with some positivity today. And what I wanted to share with you guys today is the word of the week is patience. Patience. We all want things, right? Like, I want a lot. I want a plethora of things. But I think that sometimes we forget that in order to get those things, there are steps that are required before you can obtain your goal. And I think you have to have patience and be positive about the patience too. You have to work hard. You have to take your baby steps. It's going to, you may have some setbacks that may knock you back a few steps, but at the end of the day, you have to be patient and persistent and keep working hard until you reach your goals. You can't just look into the crystal ball, girl, and just say, I want this, and then don't put no work or no effort into it, and then don't want to wait. You have to put in the effort. You have to put in the work. You have to be strong in order to be the champion, in order to reap those benefits. You feel me? So don't be in a rush for a work promotion or a relationship, a person. Like, don't be in a rush to have those things, because at the end of the day, what's meant for you is going to be within your presence anyway, and what's not meant for you is going to go past you. And although it is annoying and hard to accept those things that do pass us that we feel like we want so desperately, we have to let them go so that all the good and even better and more exquisite things can come. We want to attract those things, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of positivity before we like get into it. And you guys know how the show works. We get into like the little things and then we get into the big things, but either way, it's all fun. Now, hold on, before we get into it, Savea is saying my boyfriend and I broke up after four and a half years. So focusing on myself and being glad that I'm back at YouTube. Well, first of all, let me say that I am so sorry about your breakup. Breakups are awful. They're like awful. They're intense. Sometimes they're messy. They girl, you be unraveling during the breakup. But what I can say is that the hardest part is over, right? Like the breakup is over. And now it is time for you. You've plucked yourself out of a flower pot with someone else. And now you've repotted, and it is now time to take all of that water that you were maybe pouring on your partner, girl, and it's time for you to water yourself. Okay, it's time for your petals to pop out and bloom, girl. It's time for you to be the prettiest daisy. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Katy Perry. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Katy Perry at. But yeah, sorry about your breakup. And you'll be okay. That I can promise. Now, let's get into something. What are we going to talk about? Real quick, y'all. Y'all know Miss Jojo Siwa, right? You know Miss Jojo Siwa. She had the tight ponytail. She came out recently. She's like an entertainer, dancer, superstar. Has a bald spot because of the damn ponytail because the shit was pulled too tight. Well, now y'all, y'all know I'm a fool. Now she is debuting a new hairstyle, and I want to know your opinions in the chat. I love when I ask y'all like what y'all think by saying a hashtag. I don't know if it's like circle PTSD. I'm sure I did this before the circle, but I love asking y'all for y'all opinion via hashtag. So I'm gonna put up this picture of Jojo Siwa, and I would like to know if we love this hairstyle or not. So respond hashtag yes Jojo or hashtag no Jojo. So let's go on 3. The reveal. 1, 2, and 3. Are we loving Jojo Siwa's new mullet daddy moment? Are we living for it? Hashtag yes Jojo, hashtag no Jojo. And if you've already answered and you haven't already, please feel free to give this video a like. Click that little thumbs up there. Now Jojo's only 19 and she uploaded basically a little TikTok, and she referred herself to being a mullet daddy. Are y'all a fan of the mullet daddy look? Now listen, I'm black, right? So I ain't got no hair. I personally cannot see myself rocking a Sindel from Mortal Kombat sort of. See the shit went down. Like, could y'all imagine if I had a wig like that, like a mullet? Is that what we're calling it? A mullet daddy wig? Would y'all ever rock a mullet daddy unit? That's what we're calling wigs now. We've upgraded. We're not just going to Party City and just plopping stuff on our heads now, guys. We're going and getting a unit installed. So would you guys get your Jojo Siwa unit installed if you had the coin? I personally would not. Maybe if I had a friend that threw an 80s inspired something, I'd be like, you know what, girl, we're gonna go all out. Open up my purse. We're gonna get a unit installed. But Jojo, it's a no from me. Puffy's mom 74 says, why does she keep doing this to herself? Hashtag no Jojo. Kat said, nah, girl. Katie said, I don't know about this one. It's a no for me. I agree. We got a lot of hashtag no Jojos here. No Jojo. Amanda, what you saying? Amanda said the ponytail was her brand and too many people profiting from her. Let her be a young person. I agree. And you also said she just needs to be herself. And sometimes I wonder, Amanda and everyone, is this Jojo Siwa's way of sort of like figuring out who she is? It's kind of weird, right? Because I feel like I like just turned 30 a few months ago, right? And I have like a lot of life changes going on. And I feel like I'm just figuring out who I am, like in a complete sense. And it's really nice to feel that way, that like I'm actually figuring out who I am, and it's fun. So I couldn't imagine being 19 and having to figure out who I am in front of the whole world. When I dyed my hair blonde and then seafoam green and then Pink Friday pink, the whole world didn't have to see it. But the second Jojo Siwa has a mullet daddy moment, then you've got like some black queer that was on a reality TV show like Talking Mess, you know? So I mean, I personally don't love it. But I do understand her trying to figure herself out. Madison, I know her ass ain't up in here. Y'all better be saying hi to Madison. Oh, y'all probably been saw Madison. I'm late. Hi, Madison. That's the queen, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. If she's up there, I'm gonna leave her up there for a second. Make sure y'all go and type her name in the search bar and go and subscribe. Honestly, y'all are probably already all subscribed. But if y'all are not, do the Lord's work. Hi, Madison. Hashtag no JoJo. Girl, I already know that you are not going to be a fan of the mullet dad. Madison, we need you in a mullet daddy moment, girl. Y'all, we need to see Madison in a mullet. Madison's mullet. Y'all know I love alliteration. Anyway, shout out to you, Jojo Siwa. Trying to figure out your life in front of all of us who will, for the most part, all of us will ultimately have an opinion. Now, let's move on because that was we're just warming up, girl. We've just popped in the microwave. How many of y'all enjoy Olivia Rodrigo? Rather, and this is not a negative thing or like a competition thing, but do you guys have a preference between Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter? You don't have to know about that drama between the two ladies because honestly, at one point I really was invested and now I literally could care less. But I wonder, let me know in the chat, are you a Olivia Rodrigo girl or are you more Sabrina Carpenter? Now, realistically speaking, Olivia Rodrigo is the more popular star. She blew up with the Driver's License song. Her album, y'all, my friends are still talking about this damn Olivia Rodrigo album. And granted, it is a great album. I felt like that Sour project was something sonically we hadn't heard a lot of in mainstream for a really long time. That like brought me back to being in my friend's basement when I was like 16, 15, and like Fall Out Boy had just kind of like blew up in the mainstream and it like took over my life. All the young kids, well, younger than myself, were very much all about Olivia Rodrigo during her ascent into being an icon because I feel like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. But y'all are out here. Cass said, I don't care about either, but I'm old. It is so okay. It is so okay. It is so okay if you don't care about either. I'm the music person. So like drama aside, I wait, like I'm not even really too invested. I like care more about Joshua. Like, what's he up to? I just really enjoy the contrast in their music. Katie is saying, I honestly really enjoy both of them, so it's hard to pick. Amanda is saying, I feel like my age won't allow me to be a fan. LOL, they seem unrelatable to me. I'm dead. And Sweet Nana is saying, Sabrina. Me personally, I guess if we're going for like outside perception, Olivia Rodrigo is like cool. I think that she's fun. She's just young. I guess y'all are kind of right. I can't really relate to her all the way, but let me tell y'all something. And you heard it here first. Sabrina Carpenter, Miss Thing, her album, the one she just put out, email, I think it's called Emails I Can't Send. If y'all know Miss Sabrina Carpenter, her shit blew me out the water. Woo! Sabrina Carpenter. And the reason why was because the fans dragged her, right? We don't care about the drama, but just know that Olivia Rodrigo's fans like dragged Sabrina Carpenter like over some boy. And I don't even think the boy likes girls. And it was like a whole big thing, like Lindsay Lohan and Hillary Duff over Aaron Carter type shit, right? So they was dragging Sabrina, and then Sabrina put out an ass kicker of an album. And now I'm ready to give Sabrina Carpenter my coins, although I support both ladies. Anyway, girl, y'all know the ADHD kicked in. Why are we here? What are we talking about? We're talking about Olivia Rodrigo because her ass is back to work. She is seen here, y'all, with the Sour producer, Dan Negro. And the last time she was with Dan Negro, we got that Sour project. So a lot of her fans are very, very, very excited for potential new music from her. Although I do have a speculation, not confirmation. I think that music from Olivia Rodrigo isn't coming anytime soon. And the reason why is because Sour, for those of y'all that don't know, Sour was such a huge record. It's brutal out here. Couldn't escape the shit. In a good way, in a good way. So like whatever her follow-up project is, it has to be something comparable. It's like the same thing, in my opinion, with like Doja Cat. Doja Cat's first, or well, it's not her first record, but like Hot Pink as an album was so massive that her next record needs to be. Won't talk too much on her, especially on this channel. But another good example of that is Cardi. Her album, the Invasion of Privacy, it did well. So much so we ain't heard from her since, really, in terms of an album. But when she does come back, that second album needs to be so immaculate because there will be people that are waiting to say she is a one-trick pony in terms of an album. So shout out to Olivia Rodrigo. I'm ready for new music from her, although I don't feel like it'll come very soon. Also, before we move on, I think Olivia Rodrigo should collab with Paramore. Oh, how good would that be? Haley, get your ass in the studio with Olivia Rodrigo. That would be so it. Okay, now, let me sip, y'all. We got a venti today. If you have your drink or your mug or your flowers, give it a swirl. Give your mug a little swirl, and then we can all sip / indulge together. Hang on. Y'all like caramel? Okay, yeah, that's good. Now, I want to ask you guys. Hi, Kayla Cakes. I'm going to ask you guys, would you guys ever get injectables and or plastic surgery? I'll even say that. Would you guys ever get injectables or like a plastic surgery? So like have you guys ever heard of like the non-invasive nose job? I've seen like these videos online where like a doctor will take like a syringe or whatever and it has like filler and they put it in your nose and all of a sudden instead of having like a dark melanated Michael Jackson nose like mine, then you fill it up and then all of a sudden it turns into like I won't say no names, but y'all know the celebrities y'all probably thinking of. It turned into like a cat nose. You know what I mean? Would y'all ever do that? Or would y'all ever get like lipo or like a boob job? Maybe I want a boob job. Would y'all ever do that? Let me know. I'm always curious about how people feel about that because people have different boundaries when it comes to their bodies. What you saying, La Bella? La Bella saying, Courtney, good morning. Just dropped off my little gals. It's back to school time. Love that I caught your live. Yes. Shout out to your little gals. I hope they have a good day at school today. Shout out to all of y'all that are actually going back to school. A mess. Everyone's going back to school. And I said, I'm back to work. Here we are at the desk. Summer break's over. Okay, so let's see what y'all are saying. Katie is sipping on bitches brew. I know that's right. Alexandria said nope. Cass is breastfeeding her 2 boys. She could use a lift. I didn't cough because of your comment. The windpipe girl. I feel that. Okay. Kayla is saying can't, could not. Star is saying, I've thought about it from a medical point of view and I'm still no, I love who I am. Amanda is saying no to the injectables, but I would consider surgery to correct the mishaps from having 3 kids. And that's understandable. Like everyone has like their own specific reasons or boundaries in terms of what they would do to alter or help or change their bodies. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Katie is saying I was supposed to have a nose job so I could breathe, but I got pregnant, so I had to cancel the surgery. Now, it's interesting you say that, Katie Gomez, and this has nothing to do with anything. But whenever I hear of people having nose surgery because they can't breathe, I always think of Ashley Tisdale. Because Ashley Tisdale, that the first time I ever heard of like a deviated septum or anything like that, and as it relates to a nose job, was Ashley Tisdale. And when she showed up with that new nose on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, girl, she was ready to go. She said, I can see us moving like that, baby. I can see us touching like that. And we don't need no more than he said, she said. Girl, he said, she said by Ashley Tisdale deserved a Grammy. I don't care what nobody said. Listen, I don't care what nobody on this planet say. He said, she said by Ashley Tisdale deserved a Grammy. Y'all need to put me on the Grammy committee because I'm not playing with y'all. It is a shame that Ashley Tisdale don't get her flowers for that hit. Oh my God. She had my little ass dancing in my living room like the little girl off Mean Girls, bitch, dancing the milkshake. Ashley Tisdale, you ain't never going to see this, but just know, in the hearts of gays across this planet, He Said, She Said is a bop that lives in our hearts. That and Sneaker Night, bitch, from Vanessa Hudgens, bitch. Woo! I'm not gonna do this with y'all today. And we're saying, good morning, Court. I would absolutely love a mommy makeover, but I'm scared and it's expensive. I'd rather buy a new vehicle. I, I feel that. I feel that. Sometimes we just have other things that we need to do. Now, the reason why, finally, we're getting to the point. The reason why we're talking about plastic surgery and all of that is because Joe Jonas kind of like, what a pretty picture. Joe Jonas actually opened up about using injectables. In recent interviews, he sort of like talked about how he used injectables for the first time in an effort to smooth the appearance of his frown lines and his crow's feet. He says, I don't think it's necessarily something that we have to shy away from. We can be open and honest about it and be confident and not really shy away from speaking our truth. There were all these talks at one point like, oh, men can't do this, or it's weird for guys to do that. And I think that there's a stigma. I think that there's a stigma that's fading, and I like that. Guys are more openly wearing makeup, and it's great to see. It's like, do whatever you want. You know, it's a beautiful generation that we're living in. And then he spoke to Allure and he said, looking your best comes from feeling your best. I make it a point to prioritize practices and routines that make me feel like the best version of myself. And then the last thing I wanted to share with y'all was he said, I was out in LA and it was a really easy procedure. I didn't feel like I was going into this big thing that you only see on film and TV. I felt comfortable that this was not going to be a big ordeal. It felt easy and comfortable. I went with a friend and they also did it with me, so it wasn't stress inducing. Now, I like that, you guys. He's right. I feel like there is sort of like this stigma with men and cosmetic beauty. I remember like even just 6 years ago, like me putting on foundation and highlight was like a big deal to people. It never really was to me. But now as we progress, men are more open to like wanting to feel their prettiest and most confident. And I think that's what it's about. It's about the confidence. Like, even though you're Joe Jonas and you're a mega superstar and you have been for so long, like when you look in the mirror, you want to like what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Even if nobody else like what they're looking at, when you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, you want to like what you're looking at. So I understand where he's coming from, and I support men that go and get their injectables and their cosmetic surgeries. If you want to get a little Botox and get rid of them crow's feet, I support you because I mean it's your body and your money too. And as an influencer, y'all, you can probably get it done for free. So I definitely don't fault people for wanting surgery. Where it becomes a problem is when you're putting your health at risk or you start to look like Halloween. Okay, let's move on. Y'all, I just want to let y'all know that I love Zayn. I don't want to get too much into Zayn and Yolanda. I was glad I was not doing the Green Church ads during Zayn and Yolanda's ordeal because I had a lot to say about that at the time. But here's a little bit of Zayn news. Zayn Malik from One Direction. Do we like Zayn Malik from One Direction? Let me know, y'all. Oh, Alexandria said, age like fine wine and embrace ageism. I know that's right. Alley Cat is saying, Courtney, I'm working, but we'll watch back later. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I wish I could watch live. Alley Cat, don't you work. Alley, get your ass back to work now. Listen, if you have to watch this after, and first of all, hi, hello, if you're watching this, and it's in the future and we're already done. I hope you had a good day. Hang in there. We're still spilling tea. Relax, kick your feet up, take your uniform off, put your comfy clothes on. We're going to get into this. Bam. Period. I like Zayn Malik, y'all, just because I think he's one of the most talented vocalists out of One Direction. And a lot of people don't care about One Direction, but they're important because to me, they are one of the biggest boy bands of our generation, depending on your age. Now, Zayn fans literally lost it recently because Zayn hopped his ass up on Instagram and he decided he wanted to sing the old One Direction classic Night Changes, right? And that may have been Like, whatever. Like, Courtney, who cares, girl? Like, Zayn, obviously he sings, whatever, whatever. The biggest deal about it was the fact that Louis from One Direction had also liked the post. And we all know that Zayn is so far removed from One Direction that it sort of has have fans speculating, like, is there music on the horizon? Like, could this be a thing that actually happens? And to be honest, even if you don't care about One Direction at all, one bit, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if One Direction came back, good luck. That's all I got to say about that. If One Direction came back right now, it would be a good luck. I wouldn't say they would be able to, honestly, I'm gonna say this. If One Direction came back, Adele will be knocked out the number one spot. And I think, honestly, Bad Bunny and Beyonce would both have a run for their money. And the reason why is because it's just been so long. Like, we've had projects. We just got something from Beyonce. We just had something from Bad Bunny. And those two are like, whew, they battling, battling, battling. If One Direction were to drop a surprise album right now, I think it would be a shutout. I don't even, it would be like a no contest. And I know people will be like, what? Bad Bunny has universal appeal. Beyonce has universal appeal. And they do. And they are both so incredibly powerful in the music industry. But I think that we forget how just thinking back to 2013, I was like working at Disney World. They were everywhere. It was like all encompassing. Shout out to One Direction. They need to come back. Star saying what's funny is I started to become a One Direction fan when Zayn left, and then it was all over. Yeah, a lot of people kind of became fans of the band like once they kind of broke up, or like you said, like once Zayn left and it made news. It was like, oh well, let me hear what they singing about. And for me, the music was just good. It's just fun pop music. Not really the most relatable music if you're maybe my age now and beyond, but it's fun. It's fun music, and I like fun. I like music that I can sing along to. Lady T Joy, hey Lady T Joy. Lady T Joy said, "Hello. I'm so happy to see you're giving us more of you lately." Yeah, I just feel like there's a little bit more of me to go around, Lady T Joy. So I was like, you know what? Bam, let me turn the camera on and talk to y'all. So here we are. And Cass is saying, I wasn't a fan of them until after they broke up. I'd like to see them together again. I would like to see them together again as well. They like remind me of a specific period of my life where I was just turning up, girl. Quick story. It was like one of the last couple of nights of like my Disney internship, and I had gone to the club, and it was like an all you can drink night. And I got my bracelet. My roommate had convinced me to go, and I remember like being on stage and just like singing One Direction, and it was very much a mess. So shout out to One Direction. We want to see you back, Diana. Let me be the one to let a fire inside. That's a hit. Ashley Sweeten said, Courtney, hey. And then Katie said, I think I'll be blasting One Direction on my way to work today. I know that's right, Katie. Because they have hits. If you don't listen to One Direction, I encourage you to listen to maybe one of their like later albums, depending on how old you are. Because the music is kind of like the first album for sure is like very much giving, we'll be down on Dream Street. And then as they mature and go on, the music gets better and better and better. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly's saying, nice to see you, Court. You deserve the best. Star is saying they need to do a one-night reunion in the future. Star, if One Direction ever did a one-night reunion, you know what they should do, Star, that's even better? They should do like 5 nights. Like one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, one in like Texas, one in like Nowheresville, South Dakota, one in like Montana, something like that. And each night would sell out instantly. When Harry Styles did one night only, if you guys have been here for a long time, I literally worked at Holly Scoop, and when Harry's one night only tickets dropped, it was live during the morning tea, and I was sitting there on the laptop trying to talk to y'all, but also trying to buy the tickets, and they sold out so fast. Thankfully, I got mine. If One Direction did that, it would be good night and go, Ariana Grande. That's for sure. That's definitely for sure. Ooh. Kershell. Hey, Kershell. Kershell said I missed the last live because I was sleeping. Now I'm coming in late because I'm at work. But hey, Gorney. Hey, Kershell. Glad to see you here. And with that, y'all, let's talk about something else. Ooh, I just saw what it was. I'm excited. I love how I make the show and then I'd be surprised when I look at the script and I go, ooh, the next story. Okay, here we go, y'all. Now, y'all remember when I said I spoke last week about Britney Spears very briefly, right? I really needed Kevin Federline to leave our sister alone. I said that Britney was supposed to put on that red dress and twirl her ass into the sunset, and I still want and I need and I require that from her. And then y'all told me that Kevin Federline put those videos out of Britney like screaming at her kids and stuff. And then Kevin Federline and this tell-all interview and the children are involved. And y'all, it upset me. But of course, I knew that I was going to be on the right side of history because someone else had an opinion about Kevin Federline. And she got his ass. Let's talk about it. My sister, Nicki Minaj, so dramatic. My sister, Nicki Minaj, hopped up on the AMP app, which is run by Amazon. If you guys don't know, Nicki Minaj is her Queen radio show is coming back, but it's coming back to Amazon on the Amazon AMP app, which is kind of like you can do like a podcast on there, but it's more like a radio show. I've kind of been considering developing a show for us over there where we could kiki about different stuff and also listen to music at the same time. So let me know in the comments if that's something you could be interested in, because then we could kind of do it at any time and I don't need a big old computer setup for it. But that aside, Nicki Minaj got up on the AMP app to discuss how she felt about Kevin Federline's comments about Britney Spears, who she said she had just spoken to just a few days ago. She says, do you understand what kind of a clown you have to be? A whole grown effing man. And as soon as you see somebody happy and getting married and moving on and being free and feeling good in their own skin, to do the very thing that you know is going to attempt to break them down? Only cowards use the media against a famous person who they once loved, they procreated with, they're being taken care of by, they once were being taken care of by, using the person's fame as this constant gotcha moment. Then she said she hopes the karma comes around for him. And then she said, you think it's okay? You think that anybody's going to feel sorry for you? She loves her kids more than life itself. I know that's right. Then she said, you want to take your little goofy ass to do some mother effing interview? How dare you? How dare you encourage this woman's children to be a part of your nonsense? When they look back, they're going to look back and say, why? Why did we do this? They're kids. They don't know how detrimental this is. But you know, cocksucker. Then she ended her rant just like how I did last week. And she said, leave Britney alone. Ate his ass up. Ate his ass up. As she should. As she should. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? I like couldn't. It's so weird that it's so weird, y'all, when people don't want to see you happy. If you really, really, truly in your heart of hearts love somebody, wouldn't you want them to be happy, even if you were not part of that equation? Like when I love somebody, like I love them like from the top of my head to the bottom of my toes, down to the mitochondria, bitch, the powerhouse of the cell. Like like if I love you, I love you. And like even if I can't be part of your life, like I'm not happy if you're not happy. Like your life has to go on. Your life has to continue. You have to go on and be great. You have to go and be an iconic legend, because that, like, I want all my people to win. Kevin Federline, with your failed ass rap career, stank ass parenting skills. And the reason why I say that, y'all, is because why would you get your children involved in something when you know that the mother of your children, she was basically a prisoner of her own fame? Ugh, a disaster. Stank ass parenting skills and just ugly and awful opinions and behavior. Like I I don't like that man. Amanda saying, preach, Miss Minaj. He must be broke looking for $1. I think that Kevin Federline ass is broke because the music, girl, way back when I was in like the 7th, 8th grade, the music was not selling at all. Like, leave her alone. Surveyor saying she's right. I feel bad and happy for Britney Spears because she went through so much. That's how I feel. I feel like, yo, Britney has given us so much. She's given us so much. Why doesn't Britney get to have a happy ending? It drives me insane. It drives me insane. Poor Britney. Lizzie said, damn, bones and all. Bones and all. Josephina saying that's how we should all have our friends back. Protect your loved ones. Nicki the Queen. Exactly. I love hearing, even though it's not a big deal, I always love hearing when celebrities are like, oh, I spoke to Britney recently. Like, I remember even before the conservatorship ended, I remember Paris Hilton coming out and like briefly mentioning, oh, well, I spoke to Britney recently. Like, celebrities, keep talking to Britney. She needs you. You get what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, you guys. Veronica is saying Kevin would be just another bum in a California trailer park if it weren't for Britney. Get his ass, Veronica. He sure would be. And granted, there's nothing wrong with living in a trailer park because a trailer park is still a home. I know that's right. But Kevin, your whole entire life and existence would be altered if Britney did not twirl her ass into your life. How can you? If I was Kevin Federline, girl, I would be doing everything in my life, everything in my power to protect the legacy and the relationship that my children have with their mother. Because at the end of the day, you only get one mom and one father biologically. You get what I'm saying? Why would you want to try to smear and ruin the relationship between a mother and her children? Period. Especially she didn't do nothing to them. She's not abusing them. She's just trying to get her mind together and be happy. And I think that is the disappointing thing. Amanda's saying, but honestly, how relevant is he anyway? You know what it is? It's him trying to claw back into relevancy, because I haven't seen Kevin Federline's name in the news this much in years. And now I'm ready for him to just fade back into obscurity. We really don't need him at all. Now, you guys, how much... Y'all know I'm about to be stupid. How much do y'all enjoy marriages? Do you guys like marriages? Do you ever want to get married? Are you married? Hashtag yes marriage. Hashtag no marriage. Let me know what you're thinking while I, get everything together for our next story, which I just know you guys are going to be a huge fan of. I'm like so excited to talk about this. I know you guys are going to like, oh my God, I can't wait to talk about this. So let me, but I know you guys are going to be so excited when I talk about the next story. So let me know. Hashtag yes marriage, no marriage. Like, do you want a ring? Do you want a flower girl? Do you want the whole shebang? Do you want cake pops at your wedding? Do you want to like have a best man? Like, are you going on like a private wedding? Like, what's going on? Hi, Britney. Oh, Britney's saying, stopping by a little late. Hashtag marriage, yes marriage. Hashtag yes, but it's work. Amanda's saying hashtag no marriage, save yourself. You know what? Amanda said, I'm married for 12 years. I know that's right, Amanda. Kayla King said, hashtag now. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Lizzie said, I'm engaged, so definitely pro, though I'm anti-wedding. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, Socialite, hi Socialite, is saying hashtag yes marriage to the right person. Emphasis on the right person. Okay, I want to get married, but it's a lot. It is a lot. It very much is a lot. Brittany's saying, finally, after 7 years of being together, he put a ring on it. I know that's right, Brittany. Brittany, you put your single ladies unitard on. He was like, if you like it, then you should put a ring on it. I know you did, girl. Kershell is saying, I'm not married, but I'm finally in a happy, healthy, and healing relationship. Those are the... This is annoying. But Kershell, you activated my trap card. You made a WWE reference. And for those of y'all that don't know, I used to be a WWE stan. So you said you're in a happy, healthy, and healing relationship. Well, girl, you got that Triple H right there. I know that's right. If you know who Triple H is from the world wrestling entertainment. You are my people and I love you. Ayla Expose is saying, wasn't Kevin married to Rudy from The Cosby Show? I'm not 100% sure, Ayla, honestly, but I do know that he was with Shar Jackson, who played Niecy on Moesha. A lot of people don't remember that. Kershell would like to get married. Labella saying yes, marriage, Courtney with the right person. I'm glad a lot of you are saying like yes, marriage, but to the right person, because I'm sure we all know someone that married someone that was not the right person. All right, y'all. When I show y'all this next couple and I read the story, just I want y'all to respond. Hashtag love it or hashtag who cares. You have my full permission. Hashtag love it or hashtag who cares when we get into this next story. Now, we have someone that's on the cover of a magazine. It's called Harper's Bazaar, and it's our favorite girl. It's Hailey Bieber. Oh my God. Yes. Love it. Love it. The queen. Yes. Come on, Hailey. And she's in Harper's Bazaar, and she's kind of like discussing life with Justin Bieber, you know, because marriage can be really hard. She stop it. She had a candid interview and she spoke about how she can't wait to get back home to him after a work trip or whatever may drag her out of Justin's presence. And this is what she said. He's still the person that I want to be rushing back to. I might fly somewhere and go do a job, but I can't wait to come back and hang out. And I feel like that's because of the effort that's been put in on both sides. At the end of the day, like, he's my best friend, but it still does take a lot of work to make it work. And then I know eventually when kids come in the picture, that's going to be a whole other season of navigating how to make that work. You don't figure things out and get married, but rather get married and figure things out. I just think life is changing all the time, day to day, week to week, year to year. I think a perfect example of that is over the last 6 months, both of us have gone through very serious health scares. You have to figure out how to deal with this shit as it comes, you know? There's a real reason they say, for better or for worse. Like, that's for real. Now, in case you guys don't know or you don't care, just being honest, in case you just literally don't care at all, Hailey shared that she thought she was having stroke-like symptoms, but after she went to the hospital, the doctor discovered she didn't have a stroke, but rather a blood clot to her brain that they kind of categorized as transient ischemic attack. And then after that, just a few months later, Justin revealed that he was diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which caused him to have facial paralysis. Now, I'm scared to click over to the chat because I know y'all be ruthless. Oh, y'all. Yawn. Rich people problems. I can get 2 cents. It's a. I love my wife. Y'all are a mess. Oh my God. I knew y'all. Because y'all messy. What you saying, Lizzie? Lizzie said, I really hate to be negative. I'm glad they're still happy, but I am not rooting for them. I find them annoying as a couple. Totally fair. Totally fair. That's why, like, we have to talk about Justin and Hailey, you guys, right? It's only fair because there are people that maybe not be in the chat, but they do enjoy Justin and Hailey as a couple. And I do want to discuss the fact that something positive that I took away from this, and feel free to disagree, right? But when you are in a relationship and you are really in love, you do get tested with are you really gonna be there for my ass? Are you gonna leave me? And you know, not saying that I believe it would be in his character to do so, but you got some people out there, y'all, that the second you get sick or the second you're not considered normal or 100%, they dip. Justin could have left Hailey the second she said, "Oh my God, I got transient ischemic." What is it? Transient the TIA, girl. She could have said, "I got a blood clot in the TIA," and Justin could have moonwalked his ass into another mansion with another woman like the next day. Could have called what's her name from the Bad Girls Club, y'all, and had her up in the crib the next day. And then, you know, moved on. But he stayed with her. Justin all of a sudden was paralyzed. Hailey stayed with him. Marriages take work. I guess that's the point I'm trying to get at. Y'all are hilarious. Alex Mose said, don't care about the story. Hashtag love it to your voice. Thank you. I appreciate that. What you saying? They poisoning each other's cucumber water. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Let's hope not. Don't care. Shabria is saying, I'm not a Haley fan, but it's true, especially when kids are involved. You kind of lose yourself and your kids, but you have to make it work. LOL, your partner should be your best friend. And I agree. It's cute, but I don't care. I love that. I love that. I literally was like getting the story and going like, oh my God, I know some of them are not going to care about this. But the core of it that I wanted to share was that relationships take work, take a lot of work and patience, right? Because the word of the week for Green Chair Chats this week is patience. And you got to be patient when you're paralyzed. Shout out to Justin. I hope he's okay. Alicia said, I guess it's not possible for her to give an interview without having to mention Justin or their marriage. Alicia, now, I'm not going to read you at all because there's no reason to read you, but I would agree with that statement, right? But it is unfortunate. How I look at it is like, it's unfortunate that Haley agrees to do an interview, and then when she sits down and she's like, oh my God, I can't wait to talk about my skincare line. And they're like, so how's Justin? Like, could you imagine like you trying to do your own thing, right? A little bit. And then anytime you're interviewed, they're like, okay, so your husband, or like, okay, so your wife, how's marriage? Like, you know what I mean? So it's fun and camp to believe that she's like, just as soon as they're like, all right, so Haley, how are you? My husband. But she probably sits down and they probably have like a whole bunch of questions and just a Justin section, because the Justin part is what's going to get the clicks, you know? And I know that she, being a believer in general, she probably knew that when she decided she was going to marry him, you know? Star said, I like that Haley and Justin are together. See, Star, and we support you. I know that's right. Shabria said, yes, Courtney, I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you, Mother's Low. Transient ischemic attack, TIA. Yeah. Star saying, I see them moving forward and not bringing up the drama from the past anymore. I hope so. I kind of like that Justin and Haley, they're doing whatever they're doing over there. And then we have like all of this like good Selena Gomez news. Yo, I know I'm a couple days late, which is why she's not in the thumbnail, but I found it very interesting that Serena Williams, I read, had like donated a whole bunch of money into Selena Gomez's like mental health something. And I was like, I like that they teamed up, or like that they support each other. Come on, women. Anastasia said moonwalk. Moonwalk high, I can't handle you. I'm telling you, y'all, Justin Bieber, he beat a moonwalked out the foyer and called up what's her name from Bad Girls Club and had a whole, I'm telling you. Okay, Britney is saying, speaking of skincare, hashtag what's going on? Road Beauty, hashtag where's the press? Is Road Beauty out, y'all? Is that out? Are y'all buying it? Road Beauty? Because she had like something going on with the name, right? She was like battling another company over the name, and now, I mean, is it out? Are y'all buying it? I have not heard any noise, Britney, about Road Beauty. Actually, in fact, I probably wouldn't be 100% sure that that was the name if you didn't put it in the comment. I would have just been calling it Haley's skincare line. I haven't seen any. Haley, we're gonna do some homework on Road Beauty, and we're gonna come back to you. Now, we heard some funny news, but now I want to share like good news, like positive news, because I like this person and I have for a really long time. Do you guys like the Cheetah Girls? It's okay if you're old as dirt like me, because I'm old as dirt, girl. Please let me know if you love the Cheetah Girls, or if your kids love the Cheetah Girls, or you've ever watched the show The Real, which as a Wendy girl, The Real was like not always on my radar. I watch Wendy religiously. The Real, you watch a clip here or there. Y'all, let me tell you, The Real just ended recently, like forever. It's canceled or whatever, or the show ended. They started putting them full episodes up of The Real up on YouTube, y'all. The Real was it. Tamar, hilarious. Like, what? Why did they get rid of Tamar? What happened there? I need to do some research. What, like the show with Tamar? Oh my god, she's hilarious. It's like it's like me. It's just me on a table with a whole bunch of women. I loved it. She gets into the tea. She's got a little Kiki voice. They're like introducing the other women. They're like, and Tamar Braxton. And they like zoom in, and she's like, I love it. The real camp. I love those ladies. Let me let me jump into the chat. What y'all are talking about? I love the Cheetah Girls. Brittany saying, my daughter was literally watching this last night. I was shouting, Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters. Yeah, so y'all know the Cheetah Girls, the OGs. Yes, I love it. 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 Okay, I see y'all. Y'all know the Cheetah Girls. Well, I really, really, really love Adrienne Bailon. And she just had her first baby. I'm so excited, you guys. In case you guys didn't know, Adrienne Bailon, she just had her first baby via surrogate. No one really knew. It was kind of like a secret. And this is kind of like what she said. Ever James, for this child we have prayed, just to hear our baby cry, skin to skin and face to face, heart to heart and eye to eye. Our baby boy is here and we are so in love. If you have followed our love story, you know that our journey to baby has been very challenging, but God is true to his word and his promises. We have quietly prayed while sitting on this most magnificent secret for the last 9 months. He is worth every tear, every disappointment, every delayed prayer, every IVF cycle, every miscarriage, everything. All we feel is joy and overwhelming love and gratitude. Grateful to God, to our angel surrogate, and to all of our friends and family who have stood with us for over 5 years on this journey. He's here and we have never been happier to lose sleep. Hashtag happily ever Houghton. I know that's right. Even if you don't like babies, I just think that there is something to be said about women who don't give up on their goal of wanting to build a family. I think as a man, I don't always realize how important it is to some women and men as well to have children or to have a family, or some people want a big family. And as I was kind of like doing my research on this story on Adrienne and stuff like that, she had expressed many times on the real how badly she wanted to have a child and how difficult it was and how much money is spent, and how she 10 years ago was kind of like, her doctor was like, girl, maybe you might want to freeze some eggs. And she was like, it's expensive. And like, why would I want to do that? Girl, I'm only 28. And then before you know it, life happens and you're almost 40. And, the doctors are telling you, well, girl, the window is closing, girl. What's going on with the eggs, girl? And, I'm just so incredibly happy for her and any woman that gets their baby, because I know that, not from my own personal experience, but through people I know and family members, I know that trying to have a baby, getting pregnant, losing a child, like it can be so magnificent, like Adrienne said, but it can be just as devastating, the process. And so to sort of come across this news of like a celebrity that I actually really, really, really like, getting what she wants in that way, I'm just incredibly happy for her. Congrats to you, Adrienne Bailon. And I like her. And you know what else I'm thinking? And I swear I won't go off on a 10-minute tangent. Adrienne Bailon, girl, should you ever feel, because I know this is a sensitive topic, girl, should you ever feel, girl, go ahead and give us an EP. Yeah, I'd stream that. You ain't got to give us like 7, 8 songs. You ain't got to do all that. Give us 4 strong songs, 2 booty twerkers, 1 ballad, and a mid-tempo closeout. 12 minutes. And let us see how we feeling. Because I love Adrienne Bailon's voice. I do. Just being honest. Adrienne, respectfully, get your ass back in the studio. Now, I love mess. That's why we're here, right? One of the other best parts about this story were the people who reacted to Adrienne Bailon's baby news. Now, of course, all the hosts of The Real were like, congrats, and we're so happy for you, and blah, blah, blah. They're close to her. Someone that maybe y'all might not have been thinking about that responded was our good Judy, Khloe Kardashian. Y'all know Khloe Kardashian was going to comment on Adrienne Bailon's baby announcement because Adrienne is actually one of the ex-girlfriends of Khloe's brother, Rob Kardashian. So Khloe commented on Adrienne's post, and this is what she said. She said, I am so beyond happy for you, A. He is the luckiest little boy to have you both as his parents. You are going to be the most incredible mommy. I love you. Enjoy every second. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute, Khloe. We love you that you're so supportive. Oh my God, so supportive. Speaking of Khloe, y'all, I already know y'all know, but Khloe Kardashian just had another baby with Tristan Thompson. Cheating ass. And a source that spoke to Life and Style said that she's on cloud 9 with her adorable son, who shares a striking resemblance to his big sister, True Thompson. ... Obviously. The source goes on to say she's obsessed with him. She hardly leaves his side. She has obviously a lot of help from her staff, her friends, and family because her money is limitless. And then the source goes on to say the baby looks just like True and is adorable and getting bigger every day. She's going to show him off, meaning Khloe, but she doesn't know the right time to. You guys, let me ask you a question. If you were famous and you had the choice, do you think that you would keep your baby a secret to shield them from the spotlight? Hashtag secret baby, hashtag not a secret. Hashtag secret baby, hashtag not a secret. Let me know in the comments because I've been thinking about this lately. Like, the world is a scary place. People are weird, girl. We've got people purposely trying to spread things that kept us in the quarantine just because. I don't know if I would want my kid just all out in the world willy-nilly. I might wrap my baby up like Michael Jackson. You could breathe, but you're gonna have this blanket on your face, or you're gonna have this glamorous butterfly mask on, because people are weird, strange, and creepy. Well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't keep my child a secret. Maybe my child's identity a secret, right? But I feel like when you're a Kardashian, like, it's only a matter of time before someone is like sticking like a camera lens through your bedroom window, taking a picture of your baby. You know what I mean? Let me see what y'all talking about. Shabria is saying hashtag secret baby. Angelina is saying secret baby because people are wild. Josephina is saying, oh my God, I haven't seen you on my YouTube in a long time. So much love from Denmark. Happy to see you. Thank you, Josephine. If you guys are having fun today, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new, please click subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks. Brittany is saying, yes, I would. Hashtag secret baby. Wait a minute, Ayla Expose. She said, Court, she is singing. She just won huge awards for her Spanish and gospel albums. Adrienne Bailon got a Spanish and gospel album. Where the hell have I been? Girl, the way I'm about to be, you know the gif of the cat that's like, that's literally about to be the second that the stream is over. How did I not know Adrienne Bailon's ass was in the studio and actually singing, y'all? See, this is why my show is live. This is why my show is live, because I needed to know this and I needed y'all to see my reaction in the moment. I had no idea. Oh my God, we about to pray with Adrienne, girl. Girl, that's about to be the Sunday morning cleaning album. I know that's right, Adrienne. She about to have me sing her ass off. Yes. Okay, sorry. Let's say hashtag not a secret, shine, baby. And I understand that as well. Some people don't have that fear or that reservation. And girl, go off. It's your baby. You get what I'm saying? I would hide it because it's not everyone's business to know I have a family, because these people are crazy and have no respect. Just to give y'all an example, because it's a little bit over like 2 or 3 years now. When me and Madison, when Cardi B posted me and Madison on her Instagram and she was dragging us, if y'all remember that, a lot of y'all remember that, a few years back. One of the first few things that people did was they were like, we know where you live and we know what kind of car you drive. I don't drive. It was my boyfriend at the time's car. Like, we know what kind of car you drive and we know your friends and we have mutual friends and we know where you shoot the studio and we're going to show up to the studio. Like, people are weird. Like, if you ever think that people are not weird, people are weird. And these are the kinds of DMs that me and Madison were getting for months. Like, I literally got those kinds of DMs, death threats, literally for like a year straight. Literally a year straight. So if you're watching this and you're like, wow, he's so extra about this whole baby thing, it's because I was dragged by a superstar one time. And then right after that, I took my ass on TV and, according to some people, acted the fool girl. And so, people are upset again. So, like, just saying, if you ever want to, not famous, be notable a little bit, these are just things to consider. It's not exciting or thrilling to like walk out of your building and someone immediately is like, Courtney from the circle, like, terrifying. My blood runs cold. So just not famous, not even Z-list, but just to give y'all my teaspoon of perspective. When the show came out, I was like not trying to leave the house, like for a short period of time. It was scary because people like on the street are like, you feel, and it is happening, people on the street are like staring at you really hard. Not all of them because they're weird, but some of them are just very much like, and you've done it before, I'm sure, you're just like, where do I know that person from? And so that was happening a lot. And I'm antisocial when all of this is done. So like people staring at me or like losing their shit like in the mall, it really took a lot of getting used to. Now I'm that girl, so I don't care. Come up to me and say hi. Just like, don't show up at my house. Thank you, Britney. I really appreciate that. Every time one of y'all says that to me, it just makes me really truly fuzzy inside, for real, because y'all know people on the internet like to convince me that I was not the main character on that show, and I was. Tina said, note to self, no running up like a crazy person and screaming at people. Tina, can I say this? It scared me in the beginning, but then I got it, because if I were in the mall and Nicki Minaj just walked by me, I would gasp. I'd go, and she is my mutual. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know her, but like, I know it's Nicki. Like, I would get over it, but Another good example, if you guys have HBO Max, one of my favorite shows on HBO Max is Sweet Life Los Angeles. It's a Issa Rae produced reality show. And I really, really, really have a soft spot for the cast on that show. I think that they're incredible. They're doing their thing. They're Black. Like, I love it. They're like doing shit with their lives. And me and Savannah from the Circle, we were at an event literally last week, roller skating. If you guys saw on my Instagram, which please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, it should be somewhere. It's somewhere down there. Follow me on Instagram. We went roller skating at this event and we were at the bar area grabbing a drink. And when I turned around, legitimately, and I'm never surprised, you guys, seriously, I turned around, and if you know, Bree and Becky from Sweet Life Los Angeles were there. They were just there, just grabbing a drink. And y'all, without even, it was a knee-jerk reaction. I was so surprised that I went, and I met Brie before I went to her birthday party and everything. I went, oh my God, Brie. So I get it. I'm never going to like freak out or like run up and have a meltdown, but I get the moment of like I so get that. Shout out to Sweet Life Los Angeles. If you guys haven't seen that show, it's so good. If you ever seen like a Laguna Beach or like The Hills or like Selling Sunset, it's kind of like the docuseries kind of style. It's really good. Ayla saying, speaking of Madison, I secretly always wanted y'all to do a podcast and call it Madcore. Not mash our names together. Do you want Mortney? Because we're here. Mortney. Katie is saying exactly. People are just weird. I'm all for people not blasting their babies all over social media. Some people feel so entitled, like Nobu. I agree. I know someone where like their audience was like trying to tell them, you need to tell us the gender of your baby. You need to tell us your baby's name. You need to, you need to. And it's like, um, this is my child. This is my baby. This is my family. This baby came out of my body. I don't need to tell y'all anything if I don't want to. Whew, people really do feel so entitled. That was the one thing that I found out doing the Homecoming Queens podcast with Savannah, that a lot of reality stars where their lives are involved on their show, people feel very entitled. We only got like a little bit of that with The Circle, like people being like, you're not friends with Lee because you haven't taken a picture with Lee and you haven't posted a picture with Lee and you're always posting pictures with Savannah. Well, Lee lives literally in Texas and Savannah is a 20-minute car ride away. You get what I'm saying? Or like, why don't you ever post with this person from The Circle? Because they live several states away. Like if y'all ever see me post a picture with like Matt from season 3 and like Kiki from 20 somethings Austin, it's because I bought a plane ticket and flew states away to hang out with them. And you can't do that with everyone. So I couldn't imagine like a relationship of mine, like romantic, being like torn apart, or like having a child and people are like tearing apart all of like my interactions and stuff. It's weird. Like you go on Reddit, y'all, and they'll be like, so-and-so unfollowed so-and-so, or why does I won't say names, but like there's like someone from The Circle that follows everybody but like this one person from season 4 or 3 or whatever. And they're like, why is that? And it's like, who? Because it's a lot of us. Like, who cares? But anyway, that's my reality TV tangent for the moment. Let's move on. Y'all know a bitch gets sidetracked. Now, let's talk about Kanye. I hope that y'all don't hate my tangents, but sometimes I just like to give y'all the tea because I love y'all. Now, Kanye, you guys, he's not in hot water, but he's basically getting a lot of criticisms and scrutiny for the way that he has chosen to display his Yeezy Gap line in store. Have you guys, well, I want to ask that yet. I personally have not purchased any of the Yeezy Gap items yet, although if Kanye wants to send me some for always talking about him and his family to make a living, I would really appreciate that. LOL. Are y'all ready to see the reveal of what it looks like? If you would shop through Kanye's Yeezy Gap line, when I show y'all this picture, just respond hashtag yes Yeezy, hashtag no Yeezy. All right, I'm going to show y'all. What in the garage sell? What in the garage sale hell is going on here? What is this? Are y'all shopping out of these bags? Are y'all going to buy some Yeezy Gap out of these big, huge garbage bags? I cannot believe. One Twitter user said, this is how they are selling Yeezy Gap. The sales associate said, Ye got mad when he saw they had it on hangers and this is how he wanted it. They won't help you find your size too. You just have to dig through everything. Are you guys going to go to Gap and shop the Yeezy Gap collection? Hashtag yes Yeezy, hashtag no Yeezy. Now, y'all, come on now. You don't want to go on ahead and just, all you gotta do is just take a couple off the top. Checks, girl, it's fun, y'all. I swear it's fun. Y'all could just take, like, yo, what y'all mean? What y'all mean? Wendy, you know, Wendy, you, girl, all you gotta do is just take a couple off the top, go through, find your size. Maybe they got a little bucket. You could dump a couple in the bucket so it's not all over the floor. Shayna, girl, it's real. Girl, it's a real girl. This is the real picture from inside the store. It's inside the store. Now, Olivia said, girl, let me use my brain real quick because you're not going to get me. Olivia said, is it available online? Then I can skip the trash bags. Olivia, girl, it's all online. You ain't even gonna do this. What I'm worried about, Olivia, because this is what I do. Let me let y'all in on a little secret. Got a secret? Can you keep it? This is what I do. Sometimes I don't even buy the outfit until I know, one, that I'm really going and that the event is going to be lit. So I shop a lot on ASOS. Not sponsored. I shop a lot on ASOS and I have that premier delivery. So if I'm going out on Saturday, you best believe by the latest Thursday at noon, I don't put in that order. I don't know how, so that it can come by Friday so I can be ready on Saturday, bitch. I don't know how fast Gap ships. Is Gap gonna get my Yeezy to me in time for me to drop it down low and pick it up slow in the club? That's my question. You get what I'm saying? Brittany said, not old school Aeropostale clearance box. I'm dead. When I used to work at Hot Topic, y'all, our clearance used to just be thrown into these little cardboard boxes and you'd have to dig through the boxes. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how it was. Alicia is saying, hashtag no, that looks worse than my local Ross. And girl, Alicia, you are speaking my language because y'all already know if them sales associates are not the girl, Ross be looking toe up from the flow up. See, TJ Maxx, sometimes they be trying to keep it in line. But Ross, girl, Ross be looking like a garage sale, girl. Katie said, girl, you drag his ass. Katie said he sees his products for what it is, trash. Ooh. Ugh, not Kanye. And the answer is no. I'm sticking with thrift shopping and order some stuff for less. I hear that. Lady T Joy said, this looks like where they sort things out at a donation store before putting the stuff out for sale. And I agree. This does kind of look like that. I know Gap is a little irritated that they probably signed this deal, but hey, it is what it is. Tina is saying, gonna be a mess for salespeople. And Tina, I agree, but I look at it this way, right? All they gotta do is just throw everything back on top of the bag, right? So when it's time to close the store, girl, you just pick up the pile of clothes and just throw it on top, girl. That's that on that. Kershell said, hold on, where you went, Kershell? Kershell said, what a nice pick of my exes. Kershell, you know you a mess. Tiffany said, I used to work for Gap and their company is exactly like the pick. Trash. Get their ass, Tiffany. Get their ass. Oh my God. Well, I can tell you guys, I certainly won't be purchasing any Yeezy Gap from the store, maybe online, but I am not sure if I've seen anything from Yeezy Gap that I want to purchase, especially for that those price points. It's like 80 and up, you guys, I think. And I don't want to spend my hard-earned coin on that, especially when Beyonce could go on tour at any minute. And those coins need to be put to good use. And I don't know if Yeezy Gap is exactly that. Now, someone else that knows all about Yeezy Gap. It's our girl, Kimmy Kim. Everybody knows Kimmy Kim. Hi, Kimmy Kim. Hey, girl. Hey, girly girl. Kim is sharing her thoughts on Kanye, who is actually dating again. I don't know if you guys knew, and you guys probably do, but Kanye actually moved on and he's been romantically linked to an online model named Monica Corgan. And she's 23 years old. So let's get a picture of them up. They were sitting courtside. Okay. She's giving a little Kimmy moment. But this is how Kim feels about Kanye dating someone else that's not her. A source told Hollywood Life, Kim is so glad that Kanye is dating again and that he has not tried to win her back after she split with Pete. One of her biggest worries was that Kanye was going to think that her breakup meant that he had a chance to make up with her. Everyone asked her about it. She told them that it would never happen, and she meant it. The source also confirmed that Kim and Kanye's divorce is being finalized any day now. And then they said, finally, the parties have agreed on everything, and Kim is looking forward to moving on with her life as a single woman. She has not been single since before Kanye in 2011, 2012. So it's been 10 years. I didn't even realize they were married that long, you guys, or that they were together that long. Oh my God. Oucha, my oucha. What are we thinking about Kanye's new woman? Do we like her? I mean, we don't know anything about her. I think I was reading that she had an OnlyFans. Let me ask you guys this. Could you guys ever see yourself? Hang on. Let me get serious. Because we're here. We're here, girl. Do you guys ever think that you could date someone that had an OnlyFans account or did similar kind of work where they were showing their body? Is that a hashtag yes date, hashtag no date? Would you date someone that had an OnlyFans account? I asked a friend that recently. That's why it's coming up. Would you date someone that had an OnlyFans account or did similar kind of, revealing kind of work? They're making good money. Let's paint the scenario. They're making good money. Let's just say they're not even popular in the way of being famous. They're popular on the site, not famous in real life. But maybe if you went to a bar, someone might come up and say, "Oh, I love your work." Is that something that would make you uncomfortable? Is that a deal breaker for you? What are we thinking, you guys? What are we thinking? I'm glad that I have y'all here so I can just ask y'all that. I like to get y'all's opinions on these things. Let's see. Lizzie is saying hashtag yes date. Kayla is saying hashtag no date. LOL, no shade either. It's no shade. This is a safe space here. Just be honest. You can give your reason if you want. Hashtag yes date. Hashtag no date. Let's see. We've got a yes date. Kershell said, they bringing in that bag. Can't get in the way of that hustle now, Kershell. I know that's right. Mother's Load is saying, no, totally fine. Britney, hashtag not for me, but that's for me personally. I don't care if people have them. I know that's right. Tiffany is saying, ooh, that's hard. Tiffany, you might need to think. Maybe it depends on the person, right? Maybe they have checked off every other box, but their butt is out on the internet. Are you going to date them? Deasia's saying no date. Tina's like on the fence. So feel that. Mother's Low, no date. 50-50. And then Sharice saying no, he has yet to get the help he needs. He ain't mentally all there in the head. I agree. Angelina is saying, imagine trying to explain that to my Italian Catholic mother. Ooh, Angelina, you done took us there. Because sometimes for people, I won't speak for myself. Sometimes for people, it's not so much, do I accept you? It's, do I accept you? And how do you fit into my life? Right? Very interesting to think. Kanye dating an online model in this way. Do we think that this is going to stay the course, or is this Kanye's sunset? Is this his happy ending? I personally don't think so. I also don't think that this is the end of Kanye trying to win Kim's affection and love back. I don't think that this is the end. I really don't. Tiffany is saying, it depends for me on how much history I have with this person. I agree. I think that that's fair as well. Wendy is saying, I don't think I could. Totally fair. Totally fair. Everyone has preferences. Everyone has boundaries. I just think that it's always interesting to kind of see what side of the discussion you guys fall on. You guys already know this is the pop culture discussion that you guys have been missing. But either way, I think whether you would or you wouldn't, we should all respect people's jobs as long as it is not promoting negativity or driving hate towards one specific group, and as long as you're not hurting anybody. Do your thing, take it off, get your tips, pay that rent, and pay your bills. But I love you guys so much. I didn't realize how long I was on this episode, about to flop because it's over an hour, but I don't care because I want to spend the quality time with you guys, period. If you guys had fun, please give this video a huge like. I've been gone a long time, so we got to push the video back into the algorithm. Give this video a thumbs up, share it on all of your social media and with your friends, your moms, your grandparents, whoever has an hour to just burn through, share this video with them. I will be back at the same exact time next Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for coming. If you guys are watching after, I love you. I hope you had a great day. Check out the Homecoming Queens podcast down in the description box below. Me and Savannah will be back very, 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 very soon with another guest, hopefully from the RuPaul's Drag Race universe. Tell me your favorite drag queens down in the comments below if you have one. But don't you guys forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. This is me spinning. Ta-da! I love you. You're beautiful. Stay safe. Call your friends. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.